Welcome to the Nova League, I'm Gremlin, and I'm a fraud. Given that I've talked endlessly about my love for the Alola region for almost 2 years and 20 episodes now, and I've still got plenty more to say, you'd think that I've always been, like, the biggest Pokemon fan ever. I'm the right age for it. Fellow League members Advocide and Rando have been fans since they were kids. I had a DS Lite when it came out, but, no. Somehow, I missed out on Pokemon, just completely never even heard of it. I knew Bakugan, that was awesome. Couldn't tell you what a Pikachu was, though.
Dude, it's Mickey Mouse!
Actually, funny enough, in hindsight, I think I know what the first Pokemon I ever saw was. I went over to my friend's house in elementary school, and he had a giant Palkia plush. I did not ask what it was. I probably thought it was a Bakugan. But, once upon a time in the year 2016, a magical thing happened. The whole world came together in harmony. Peace was achieved for a single summer when the app Pokemon Go released. My friends Rando and Advocide convinced me to download it, and at once I was introduced to the world of Pokemon. It's difficult to overstate the sheer power this app had over people that summer. Its reach was, I'd argue, wider than even the Pokemania surrounding Pokemon's initial release. Because while the games, anime, and cards came out swinging with a demographic of small children, Pokemon Go felt universal. Part of the reason that summer was so special to me was because my mom downloaded the app as well. I live out in the middle of the desert. There's nowhere to safely walk in the summer without bursting into flames, so she got the app, and for the entire summer she drove me and my cousin around looking for Pokemon. Without her also being interested in the idea of Pokemon, I don't know that I would have had fun with it. I don't know that I would have been as hooked into the idea of Pokemon as I was. But Pokemon Go was only scratching the surface. Now that I knew about Pokemon, I needed more. It kicked off my retroactive collection, the drive to make up for lost time, to go back and experience the games like I wish I had when they were new. I got a new 3DS XL, and I jumped into the mainline series with Pokemon Yellow, and skipped immediately afterward to Y. And picking up games where I could here and there, I waited impatiently for the release of the first brand new Pokemon games to come out after I had become a fan. Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon. They couldn't be releasing at a better time, later the same year as Pokemon Go. The hype was palpable, and I don't need to tell you how I felt about the Alola region once I got my hands on a copy of Moon. The point is, it's because of Pokemon Go that I'm such a big fan. That was my entry point. Pokemon Go was inarguably a massive push for Pokemon in the public eye. Game Freak wanted to capitalize on this popularity, more so than they already did by having Sun and Moon release in the same year. So when the Switch released, we all waited to see what the first Pokemon games on the new system would be, and we were treated to the reveal of Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. These games were specifically made to capture the Pokemon Go audience and convert them into a mainline series audience. Genius marketing plan, but it did sort of feel like filler for those already captured by Sun and Moon, like me. But there was another aspect to all this, and the reason why this video is part of my Shiny Alola Dex Quest. And no, it's not a side quest. Side quests are for non-Gen 7 Pokemon that still feel relevant enough to Alola for me to mention. Main episodes are for Generation 7 Pokemon. But I'm not sure how to classify this episode. I'm stuck in a strange situation here, because there are 2 Generation 7 Pokemon that I need to find shiny that literally do not exist in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, because they're from Pokemon Go. Yeah, so even with the Alola Dex intro on this video, I didn't add Melmetal to it. It just doesn't feel right. They aren't in Alola, not in the games anyway. They're featured in the Alola anime due to the timing of their release, so they're definitely Gen 7, though while I feel like I do need to register them in my physical Dex, I literally can't register them in my cartridge, so no spot in the intro. They'll be stuck in this weird limbo, and weird is the right word. These two are so weird. I mean, before we even get into it, look at them, right? Liquid metal, amorphous, blobby bodies with a little electrical wire for a tail and hex nuts for heads containing a single floating ferrofluid magnetic eye in the center. These are also mythical Pokemon, and as of right now, they're the only mythicals with an evolutionary line. Before Legends ZA's Mega Dimension DLC, these Pokemon were only obtainable in Pokemon Go, and even after the DLC, they can still only evolve in Pokemon Go. Never before has a Pokemon usable in the mainline games been native to a phone game, introduced in a mobile app. The last Pokemon of the Generation 7 batch of designs debuted in 2018 on a cellular device, in an app that released in the Gen 6 era. Also, this thing gets a Gigantamax form in Gen 8. What is this? The first time I hunted Mythicals for this Dex Quest, I talked about how I initially didn't like Zeraora due to its apparent lack of connection to its home region, and how I felt that as a Mythical, I wanted it to have a stronger link. I never had this issue with Meltan, because it isn't from Alola. It's from real life. It's native to our world. If you treat Pokemon Go as the full immersive experience it's trying to be, then the native home of Meltan is your backyard. I think the bias of me having started with Pokemon Go made me automatically like any Pokemon that was introduced in it. And also, the way it was introduced was kinda spooky? At the end of a Chikorita Community Day event, the last hour randomly got hijacked by a mysterious thing labeled as ? Catching it revealed that it was actually a Ditto. No one had any idea what was going on. Game Freak didn't even acknowledge this. Meltan's design is simple and weird enough to initially be written off as a glitch. Pokemon Go was, and still is, notoriously buggy, so people, myself included at the time, just kind of assumed this was a mistake. Its body looked enough like Ditto for it to be a plausible explanation. More fuel was added to the "it's just a glitch" fire when, in other parts of the world, this mysterious Pokemon looked like Kecleon, an as of yet unreleased Pokemon for Go. Game Freak continued to ignore this thing for a few days. People started calling it Nutto, because it looked like a nut slapped onto a Ditto. I think that its initial reveal was a mix of intentional mystery and actual glitches. The Ditto connection feels purposeful. The Kecleon one, though, that's a classic Niantic moment. Eventually, Meltan and Melmetal were revealed. The mystery was solved. These were just promotional tie-in Pokemon for Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. I have a theory about these things, though. The Let's Go games are faithful remakes of Generation 1, including only Generation 1 Pokemon, going so far as to leave out things like Crobat, the Gen 2 evolution of Gen 1's Golbat. The only exception to this in the game are Alolan forms, Mega Evolutions, and Meltan and Melmetal. Obviously, the reason why they're the only non-Kanto Pokemon in the Dex is because of the tie-in with Go, but I think this might actually be a reference. Game Freak's official acknowledgement of the notorious glitch from Gen 1, Missing No. Their names start with M, they're amorphous and weird looking, they were introduced in a glitchy kind of way, and they're in a game focused entirely on Kanto, the origin for this glitch. That's the way I interpret them anyway. True or not, I really like these things. I had a shiny one actually that I ended up using in a playthrough of Let's Go. It was really fun. And speaking of shiny Meltan, how am I gonna get one for this project? And why make this episode now and not earlier or at the end? Because Pokemon Go sucks and I hate it. Yeah, it's how I entered the series. Yes, I've got a ton of nostalgia for it, but as a shiny hunter now, man, is this game hostile and confusing. Even in researching this video, I can't get a solid answer on what the shiny odds are. It's seemingly different depending on the situation or the Pokemon, and what's worse, sometimes Pokemon can be shiny, but only sometimes, because they'll be shiny locked randomly otherwise. Meltan is one of these cases where you can get them at any time by transferring a Pokemon to Home or Let's Go, and then getting the mysterious box allowing you to encounter Meltan for an hour, but it normally can never be shiny. And unlike the other mythicals in this quest, lock removal is not an option in Pokemon Go. I couldn't break the law even if I wanted to. Instead, players just kinda have to wait until an event happens to be running for a few days that randomly decides, yeah, Meltan can be shiny during this, good luck. Me doing an episode on these Pokemon for the Alola Dex was entirely dependent on the happenstance of one of these events happening before I finished the project. And luckily, the event Steeled Resolve was announced, taking place from April 28th to May 4th. This was my opportunity to find a shiny Meltan and Melmetal for my physical living Dex, the only place these entries could exist alongside the rest of Gen 7. Because I can't get these shinies on my 3DS. Or can I? Vsauce, Gremlin here. What counts as finding something on your 3DS? If you ask me, I'd say if it's on my 3DS screen, then I found it on my 3DS. Good, I'm glad we can agree. Follow-up question. Did you know that the 3DS has a camera and microphone? Follow-up question, and a complete hypothetical. Would you keep watching this if the video and audio quality suddenly got significantly worse?
Alright, I've parked at the park, so I'm gonna go to my items and the mystery box and open it. There it is. It's Meltan time. I wonder if there gonna be one like right now I can do before getting out, or do I have to touch grass? Guys, I think I have to touch grass. I'm not built for this. Alright, Meltan number 1. Normal. Meltan number 2. Normal. It's a nice day out at least. Except for all the construction noises. Do you hear that? I wonder how that's gonna sound in the video. Alright, another Meltan time. Can you even see the screen? Where'd it go? Where did it go? This is gonna be a lot more difficult than I thought. Duck. There's some turtles, more construction noises, and another Meltan. Normal. Another Meltan. Normal. There's a turtle here. Another Meltan by the turtle again. Oh, where is it? Hello, Meltan? Normal. What are the odds in Go? I actually have no idea. At least I'm getting a lot of Meltan candies. I need 2 of these, I'm just now remembering. Uh-oh. Collecting that candy at least. Another one. Normal? These can be shiny, right? Am I insane for expecting it quickly? I genuinely don't know what the odds are, and I'm too lazy to look it up. I've only been here for like 10 minutes. Ooh. We're far away from the construction here. Echoey space. This is awesome. Let me find a shiny in here. Please, oh please, Pokemon Go. It would be so awesome. Is there another one? Another one. Normal. Another bench, another Meltan. Normal. What the freak, dude? Don't they know I'm making a YouTube video and that they're supposed to be shiny about it? Normal. 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 Okay, maybe I do need to look up the odds. What should I be expecting here? Be shiny. Another one. Darn. Alright, another one. Normal. Well, at least it's a nice day. I can't tell what the odds are. I looked it up. It's either like 1 in 125 or 1 in 512 or 1 in 64. So like wildly conflicting information on the internet right now. I'm under the tiniest tree trying to get shade. Dude. Get caught? How about? You ever thought about that? You ever thought about getting caught? You're not even shiny. I don't need you. I need your candy. I'm gonna grind you into pieces. Give me your candy. Dude! He knows. He knows he's going into the grinder. The machine specifically designed to kill Meltan. Oh, you like that? You freak? There's another one on my screen right now, but I need to get to the shade. It disappeared! I'm turning around. Come back. Come back, Meltan. I need to go under this tiny tree for shade again. Where did you go? Aha. Actually, that might be a different one. Normal. I thought I saw another one around here. Hello? I must look like an insane person. I'm walking off the path so much. Normal. Another one. Oh, the sparkles got me for a second. It's just tiny. I wouldn't brag about that, man. Another one in front of the public bathroom. I hope it's not this one, because what a scenic location. Okay. I'm safe from the bathroom, Shiny. It's a real-life Picky Peck over here. Hello, Picky Peck. I can't even tell if it's in the shot. Hey, buddy. But more importantly, there's another Meltan to check. Aw, man. No Picky Peck Shiny? That would have been awesome. I've completely and totally lost track of how many I've seen so far. Aw, man. Cool bird, though. Hashtag Murkrow. I got 20 minutes left of this Meltan box. Just realized I'm not recording here. Gotta record both so I get some HD footage as well. Ah, well, didn't matter. Not shiny. Alright, another try. Dude! I'm so far from where I started. I'm making a full loop at this point. Gamer touching grass. More at 11. Another one. Oh! 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 Oh, that's it! That's a shiny! Oh, wow! Oh my god! Wait! Oh! There it is! Oh! 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 Oh, that's it! That's a shiny! Oh, wow! Oh, we've got one! Okay, 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 okay. Not the most scenic location of the park. But that's one. Oh, okay. That's good. Oh, I'm wasting balls trying to record this with the 3DS. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Oh, wow! There we go! There is one shiny Meltan. The most noticeable thing is the little blue tail. So cute. Oh, that's awesome. I panicked and didn't get footage of it out in nature. I'll try to do that with the next one if I find another one. But here it is, standing exactly where I found it. In the park. There he is on my phone. And there he isn't in real life. Whoa, weird. Look at you, buddy. Oh, your little tail? So cute. I love Meltan. You're actually bigger than I thought. Huh. I can't wait to see how bad this audio-visual quality is. Like and subscribe for more super high-quality content. Another one. Okay, alright. I would love to be able to get 2, but this event does last multiple days, so I could just come back later. And it's good to be collecting all these candies anyway, because I don't know how close I am to evolving. Oh, okay, I have enough. So yeah, I just need to find a second one and we're good. I'm genuinely so curious to see how this footage and audio turns out. This can't be good. This might be the dumbest video idea ever, but I'm having fun and that's all that matters. As long as I end up finding shiny Meltan on my 3DS somehow, it's all been worth it. What a funny part of the Alola Dex. I genuinely, you know, didn't think I would be able to look for Meltan. Normal. I was fully planning on not doing a Meltan video unless it happened to be available shiny while I was working on the Alola Dex. It's a nice little bonus episode that literally wouldn't exist if not for this timing, which is pretty neat. I was just here the other day actually recording B-roll footage for the Tapu video. I've got 10 minutes of the box left. Normal. This butterfly arch over here that was absolutely perfect for a 2-second B-roll shot of Tapu Lele. I actually almost fully dropped Tapu Lele into the water. Hold on, let's find Tapu Lele arch, shiny Meltan. Nope. I also came here for the Delmise and Dragalge video. Crow up there. Nice flowers. Reminds me of the Pony Meadow that I'm hunting in right now, actually. I can't see my own screen, I'm not sure. Well, it's normal either way. Oh! I ran out of storage on my phone. That's nice. Just had to buy some emergency iCloud storage. Hey, become a channel member. Help me out here. Oh no, $2 of iCloud storage. Whatever will I do? Another one. Normal. There's a field trip going on here. So now there's like a ton of like screaming children. Meltan. Normal. I've only got 4 minutes left of this box. Come on, last minute Meltan. Let's do it. Normal. Got another one with the crazy construction noises. Not shiny. 2 minutes remain. Come on, Meltan. 30 seconds remain. Oh, one more. Damn. Well, we got the one. We got one today. There it is. Okay, so that was day 1 of Meltan hunting. I'm recording this on my 3DS because I'm super sweaty, and I figured the less HD it is, the more okay I'll look. But I don't know how many Meltan I saw. I'll count it in post. But one shiny Meltan in a box that lasts an hour. I think probably what I'll do is tomorrow I go to my school, which has a pretty big campus, and I think there I'll look for the second one, and I'll decide which one to evolve after I have more than one. I thought this would only take a single day, but honestly I had a lot more fun than I thought I would. This is a very weird video compared to what I normally do, so, and also, like, I won't know how good the quality is until I get home. I might even scrap it. Hopefully it's, like, bad in a good way and not in, like, an unbearable way. I hope the novelty of this is, making up for the horrible quality. Either way, I'm just really glad that I could, in a roundabout way, find a shiny Meltan on my 3DS. I really wish there was a way to, like, backport mod Meltan into Ultra Sun and Moon, because genuinely, I like every single Gen 7 Pokemon, and that especially includes Meltan and Melmetal. I love those guys. They're so weird. Anyway, yeah, I'll see you with day 2 of this. Like and subscribe for more bad video quality. It's what we do here at the NovaLeague.
Before we move on to getting Melmetal, I want to briefly touch on something I thought of while editing this video. Meltan and Melmetal are really weird, and I've already talked about why, but isn't it weird that they're weird? I mean that in the sense of, like, looking at them alongside other Pokemon, even other mythical Pokemon, they really stand out as not like other girls, you know what I mean? But in thinking about how these are Generation 7 Pokemon, it got me thinking about Ultra Beasts, a grouping of Pokemon I've yet to get into for the Alola Dex, but basically their whole deal is that they're from alternate universes, right? You go through Ultra Space to encounter alternate realities, like an apocalyptic Alola ravaged by Guzzlord, or a world with pale blue people whose light was stolen. All that Ultra Beasts really are weirdos from worlds outside of the standard Pokemon world, right? So with that in mind, and looking at designs like Stakataka, Kartana, Xurkitree, where is Melmetal from again? Oh yeah, Earth. Our universe, real life, an alternate universe to the Pokemon world, a weird, freaked up existence where Pokemon aren't real. Guys, this is an Ultra Beast. This is a fact to me now. Alright, sorry for the brief HD jump scare in the middle of all this. Let's get back to more 3DS footage of me looking insane in public.
I like this wooded area over here on campus. One of my favorite places to hang out. Got another Meltan. Normal. Meltan. Normal. I'm speedrunning this one. Ooh. Look at that. I've got a Girafarig encounter. These can be shiny, I think. Could you imagine? Ah, normal, but that's my favorite guy. I love this guy. You know, for as much as I talk about Alola lately, do not forget, I am the #1 Girafarig fan. This is my GOAT. Giraffe? Another Meltan. Another normal Meltan. Hatching an egg? What could it be? Ooh! Alola. Another Meltan. Another normal Meltan. Nice fountains in the distance, but I'm more worried about Meltan. Normal. Meltan in direct sunlight. Oh my god, it's shiny. Whoa, no way, it's totally shiny, you guys. You're just gonna have to take my word for it. I'm getting so much Meltan candy, I'll probably have enough to get, like, yeah, I have enough to evolve 2 if I really wanted to. Now, if only I had multiple shinies. Normal. This is honestly nicer than the park. Look at all this. I think I just don't like the desert. I think, yeah, that's what it is. Nice tree. Alright, pine cones. Meltan. Normal Meltan. Normal pine cones. It'd be really funny if I just, like, didn't get one this time. Maybe I was just really lucky last time. I don't actually know. Another Meltan. Another normal Meltan. Calling it, this is gonna be it. You know, one of these days that'll work. I keep trying that on stream for full odds hunts, but I should really do it for something like this. I'm gonna be right eventually. This one's gonna be it. I'm calling it. Wait, oh, wait, it actually is! Oh, wait, oh my god, that was the one right after the last one. Oh, that's so much luckier. That is so much luckier. Oh, wait, I gotta do the don't catch. Oh, well, it caught. I was gonna do the real life footage thing. Whoops. I also didn't get a phone screen recording of that one. Okay, so that's Shiny Meltan number 2. Look at that. Wow. Blue tail. I'm noticing, I've been editing the video now, so I've noticed, like, I didn't really show what the difference is, but the normal ones have, like, the gold nut, and these ones have the, like, bronze nut. I really like this shiny. It's subtle, but it's great. You know what? I actually, right over there, recorded footage for one of the Wormhole Wednesday shorts. Oh, this is so cool. I gotta send this out where I found it. Hold on. There he is. Right where I found him. Beneath this tree. Hey, buddy. I can't see my screen. Look at you. Oh, wow. I just tried to record his position with my 3DS as if he was really there. Sometimes Pokemon Go is very immersive. This is actually my favorite thing about Pokemon Go. Okay, well, now that I have 2, I'm not really, like, in a rush to get more, but I would really like to. And I still have, like, 40 minutes of the box left, so I'm gonna use all that up, may as well. Sitting where I did for that Wormhole Wednesday bit. Normal. Really glad I found the shiny super quickly this time because I'm getting way more exhausted way quicker because I'm at school, so I have my backpack with all of my stuff in it. Alola Dex, computer, everything. I think there's a Meltan here. Is that I think that's normal. I can't see. Meltan by the coyote. Normal. Dude, it's a giant Meltan head. Down to the last 10 minutes, feeling very grateful for my luck right now. Alright, gotta get this Baneri out of the way. I think there's a Meltan inside of this Baneri. Aha! You freak. Oh! No way! 12? 12? You're little! You're little! Why were you in a Baneri? You weirdo! I keep forgetting to do AR mode with shinies. Whoops. Oh, okay, well, we got an extra. That's awesome. Little itty bitty guy. So cute. I think it's time to pick which one to evolve. I'm definitely going to keep the little guy as a little guy, so it's between the first 2. This is the one we got today. Let's appraise it. Ooh. Okay attack, horrible defense, middling HP. Alright, and here's the first one we got. It's higher CP. Ooh. Yeesh. Well, no great options. Look at all that candy, oh my god. Okay, I think in front of this interesting statue here, even though it's a lower level, I'm gonna pick the one we found today to evolve into Melmetal. I'm pumping it full of candy so that we have like a decent starting level, but I think this is gonna be the one. School Meltan will become Melmetal in front of the sick-ass statue. There it is! Look at that! Little guy is now a big man! Oh my god. Sending this out, lined up with that statue back there, and something about the 3DS camera obfuscating the fact that this is a phone recording, kinda makes this guy look real. You know? For a brief moment, you can suspend disbelief. It's like he's truly there. How cool is that? Man, what a beast. I so badly wish he was in Ultra Sun and Moon. Look at this thing, dude. He's so cool. And look at that, the little tail. That's such a funny detail about this Pokemon, and it's shiny too. It's really cute. It's really weird, but it is cute in a way, right? There he is, evolved in front of a weird statue made of metal. Very on theme, I think. You are so cool. The little guy we met today has become a big man. I'm realizing that I need names for these guys, and every dex entry is named after a book reference, so I do have to think about this a little bit. You know what? Yeah, I got a name for this. It doesn't really fit, but Andrometron, which is the name of a planet that, like, orbits a planet with rings. And, you know, he's got, like, the floating thing in the middle with rings. It's also, like, a hollow planet filled with, like, human industry. So, you know, the hollow space on the inside, the hex nut being industry. Little Andrometron. Love this little guy. Look at him spin. Ooh. And for Melmetal, I've got a crazy name. Doesn't really look like the guy. But it starts with an M and gives me the same vibes. I think this will be Maytrouse, a Void Jumpers character who builds spaceships. He's also kinda amorphous and doesn't have eyes. I know this guy's got an eye, but the lack of a face, I think, is the connection point that I'm making here. Hello, Maytrouse. Oh, and I just realized too, I found Maytrouse at my school, and Maytrouse is introduced in Void Jumpers at Serpent Core University, and he builds all of his spaceships in the parking lot of the university. And guess where I'm about to go? To my car, in the parking lot of my university. It makes sense.
Thank you guys so much for watching this very silly video. I had a lot of fun with this one, and I assume by nature of the way that it is that it probably won't do all that well, but I just had a lot of fun. So, you know, I'm doing it for the love of the game. If you happen to enjoy this video somehow, please leave a like and subscribe. I'm having so much fun with the Alola Dex, and it keeps surprising me. I'm not sure what I want to do with this Meltan and Melmetal. I think I'm going to hold on to them in Pokemon Go, and maybe they'll abandon ship if one day Go goes. But yeah, I think the closest thing in spirit to keeping all of the Alola Dex on the cartridges would be to keep these on Pokemon Go. So as much as I would like to show them off in Let's Go, it's a one-way trip, so I'm going to hold on to them. I try to take the Alola Dex with me as many places as I go, but I obviously don't take it everywhere, so having these two guys always on my phone is sort of a nice way to keep the Dex with me at all times. But anyway, yeah, that was a lot of fun. Thanks for watching. Here's the low-quality 3DS outro.